What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Fam God. And wanted to get on here and rant a little bit about this emotional bitch named Ariel Helwani. This fragile clown. You say one thing about this man and you immediately become his arch enemy. And to me, that's just the characteristics of a beta male, a man completely in his emotions and just it's bitch made behavior, period. But then if you decide you want to choke slam his dumb ass, you know he the type of person that's gonna cry foul and say, oh well, dude, you did this to me and you're an MMA fighter. Well, maybe you should shut the fuck up. Watch your mouth. And maybe that wouldn't happen. But that hasn't happened because he play on these MMA fighters' morality. They know most of these guys not gonna do anything to him. That's why he say the shit that he say. But after this, Jon Jones, bro, if you do any more interviews with this man, I don't even know if I'm gonna be a fan after that, because I don't know if you got a humiliation fetish or what, because this man been disrespecting you for years, and for whatever reason you still been giving this man interviews, keying in his face when he clearly don't like you. And yeah, we finna expose it. After the intro, we finna expose this bitch Ariel Helwani, and I'm gonna show y'all the disrespect that he been showing this man for years. Let's get it.
Hey, who won't smoke? Telling me face to face. Remember back in 11th grade, I dirted up my only case. Get my round of applause. In a couple months, I done made a way. On why niggas dropped the rollers and went to the Cartiers. No, I'm a hood nigga, I mismatched designer with the J. Don't still post on the blog, eat a boss of churches before a state. A mirrors in a Burberry trench coat, extend to hide the drape. Backdoor gang on King Snake, still quick to bake your ass a cake. Brr. Might take this pussy, try and snap it up and go live with it. He try to buy it back.
Let's start with Ariel. I've been watching this dude a while. I've been watching MMA for a while, and Ariel was the main reporter that I used to see. I used to see a lot of fighters giving him exclusive interviews, including Jon Jones. Dana White used to give him exclusive interviews. Dana White, broke the news with Ariel Helwani after they bought Strikeforce. So this dude used to get a lot of access that most reporters weren't getting at the time. But for me, he always came across as like a little weasel. He always came across like that dude off Recess. You know, that little Igor looking son bitch. Run around snitching on every fucking body. Ariel, he always reminded me of that guy. You heard Nick Diaz say he instigate shit with the fighters. He always had that look about him to me. So me, I always had my reservations on that dude. But him and Jon, I always thought they had some kind of friendship. After Jon Jones had the hit and run that he had with the pregnant lady, Jon gave Ariel that exclusive interview. And at that time, that was a big deal. We hadn't seen Jon for a while. That situation was a big deal. So when Jon Jones popped up and we, saw him, Ariel was the one that got that exclusive interview. And you would always see Jon give Ariel interviews. So again, I always thought him and Jon kind of had a good relationship, because you would think that you would have some kind of loyalty to people that fuck with you. Jon giving you the interview, in my opinion, that was him fucking with you. Dana White giving you certain interviews, and Dana White was giving this dude interviews damn near every event. And all the shit that he's gotten because of Dana White, all the help he's gotten, you would think you would have some kind of loyalty. But the situation with him breaking that Brock Lesnar news, him breaking the Conor McGregor Nate Diaz news, knowing that the UFC didn't want him to do this shit, it just showed that he only cares about himself. So he obviously has no fucking loyalty. But then the Jon Jones situation, again, you would think that you would have some kind of loyalty to this guy. And not saying that you can't critique him. Nobody is above reproach. You can critique anybody. But to me, it's the little subtle jabs that I would see from Ariel through the years, the little sneaky shit that he would do towards Jon Jones. And Jon Jones, for whatever reason, would still get this dude interviews. Now, what I mean by sneaky shit, if you guys remember at UFC 232, after the picogram situation with Jon Jones, them having to move the entire event for Jon Jones popping for that small amount of steroids, you had the female reporter that was grilling Jon Jones. But if you remember, you also had that little bitch Ariel Helwani there too, stirring the pot.
I've heard you say, and I've heard Jeff Nowitzki say, I heard Andy Foster say that you guys are 100% sure that this is not a new ingestion, that he didn't re-ingest anything. How do you know that for sure? That's a question for Dana.
Oh, what's the question?
Sorry, I heard you and Jeff Nowitzki say, and Andy Foster said it as well, that you are 100% sure that this isn't as a result of a new ingestion. This is the same metabolite that was in his system back in July of 2017. The question I don't seem to find the answer to is, how do you know that?
Because that's what the experts are saying. The experts are telling us that's what they do. How else would I know? The experts are telling us.
And I don't expect you to know, but who are the experts?
Ask Nowitzki. Call Nowitzki and set up an appointment to have an interview with him. He'll tell you.
Ariel, I can help you with that.
You know, you probably can't, actually. You let Nowitzki answer that question for you.
I would. Okay. He's also said that there's 12 to 14 other cases of this happening.
Yeah, you got to talk to Nowitzki.
Okay. Can I just ask John what he wanted to say? John, what did you want to say? Question for Alex. How do you feel about the way this has been handled from your perspective?
I'm just happy we got a fight on Saturday.
Now, y'all saw that, right? I want y'all to imagine there being somebody that you know, somebody that you've been knowing for years. Just take John out of it, because I know, you guys gonna go into this with, you got your hate glasses on, you see John Jones, all the shit he's done, you're gonna automatically say anything to discredit him. That's what I'm going. But erase John Jones. Let's say this is somebody that you've been knowing for years, and they get into a situation like this, and y'all cool, you fuck with this dude. Would you go about it that way? You got John Jones up there looking all fucking embarrassed. You got Dana White of all people trying to defend John Jones shit. But then you got Ariel, and you know the reason he doing this, to try to get at Dana White and them, but at the expense of John Jones, somebody who haven't done anything to you. They didn't fucking give you a permanent ban. They didn't cause you to lose jobs from ESPN and shit. He didn't do none of that. That was Dana White that did this shit. But you want to throw John Jones under the bus and do all this shit to try to take a jab at Dana White and the UFC. That's what I'm saying. Just little bitch ass shit. And if it's not that, it's other little situations of when Tom Aspinall was calling John Jones to go after UFC 285. He went on Ariel's show, and Ariel, why you now John Jones is the GOAT? What happened to GSP? I thought GSP was the GOAT, because he suck off GSP every chance he get. Ariel Helwani, he gonna suck Joe St. Pierre off. But mad that Tom Aspinall calling John Jones the GOAT, and now we get to this point. This Tom Aspinall situation, right?
Possibly sat in this chair without the opportunity, without the pleasure, without the honor of speaking to the brand spanking new UFC interim, and I say interim like this because in my mind, he's the undisputed champion in the heavyweight division.
Now, I heard him talking about, air quotes, the interim champion, but to me, that's the rightful heavyweight or the undisputed champion. First of all, how is Tom Aspinall the undisputed champion, or in your eyes, the undisputed champion? John Jones beat Cyril Gane. He ran right through him. Cyril Gane had just lost a close fight that a lot of people thought he won against Francis Ngannou. John Jones ran right through him. So off that alone, John Jones is still the rightful champion. And he fought this year. So what the fuck are you talking about? That's the undisputed champion in your eyes. How? Now again, John is not above, picking against and, all that. You can think that Tom Aspinall is the better fighter, but my thing is, why even take this stance right there with somebody that, again, in my opinion, you would have some kind of loyalty to, or have some kind of, you would just, you wouldn't even go that route. If I was in this situation and it was a long time champion of the greatest fighter of all time, he did something that amazing, came back and won the heavyweight title, but you got another hungry guy coming up, I'm going to say, man, this dude is the real deal. This dude is going to be the next guy to take on the throne. But I'm not finna discredit an old friend. I'm not finna discredit a guy that gave me interviews and is still among the best fighters in the world. Whatever you want to say about John Jones, this dude is still one of the best fighters in the world, period. So I'm going to at least give him that and say, that's gonna be a good fight. even if the fight happened and I might pick against him, I'm still gonna give him his due because he earned it. But this little bitch talking about the interim champion, but in my opinion, this is the real champ. Based on what? Because he beat Sergey Pavlovich? That's a great win, don't get me wrong, but he didn't fight for the undisputed championship. John did, and he won in impressive fashion. This year, I can see if it was 2 years ago, he just won the belt this year, so how is he not the undisputed champion? So that right there kind of showed me what kind of interview this was gonna be. Another example of Ariel fucking taking shots, doing bullshit. But another part of the interview, he was basically saying that John Jones should either be stripped or fight Tom Aspinall.
I feel at this juncture that the biggest fight the UFC can make in the heavyweight division is Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. There's no knock on Stipe, but I just feel like it feels like a legends fight. And it's why I felt like this fight on Saturday should have been for the vacant title. Stipe Miocic versus John Jones doesn't need a belt attached to it.
He was basically saying that John Jones should fight Tom Aspinall. Even though him and everybody else has heard that John Jones want to fight Stipe and retire. And everybody losing their mind. But the question I got to ask is, if John Jones doesn't deserve the right to fight who he wants to fight and retire, then who does? Honestly. Who does? John has been fighting for damn near 15 fucking years. He the youngest champion in UFC history. He has the most title wins in UFC history. This dude, he broke all the records. He fought everybody. This dude beat like 2 or 3 generations of light heavyweights. He came up and proved that he can be the best heavyweight in the world. What else do you motherfuckers want from the dude? He's done everything that could be done. Now he gotta fight Tom Aspinall just for y'all to turn around and just for him to beat Tom Aspinall and then y'all discredit Tom Aspinall. The same shit y'all did with Cyril Gane. Oh, Cyril Gane, he really wasn't that good in the first place, but before then, he was the new breed of heavyweight. John Jones, he came back at the wrong time. These heavyweights now, they ain't like the old heavyweights. John Jones run right through him, and you had motherfuckers saying that GSP coming back to fight old man Bisping is more impressive than John Jones beating Cyril Gane. Just for Cyril Gane to turn around, put on a masterclass against another top heavyweight, a grappling heavyweight. And then Bisping, he went on to get knocked the fuck out by Kevin Gastelum. Completely different outcomes. But you had people that was debating it after John ran right through him. So we already know that if John Jones was to beat Tom Aspinall, well, we didn't know how good he really was. We never seen his gas tank. We never seen this. We never seen that. So this dude, high risk, low reward. In hindsight, you could say, no, it's not. If he beat Tom Aspinall, it's just, oh my God. Yeah, right now you saying that to get him in there so he can hopefully get fucking flatlined. But my thing is with Ariel Helwani is like, dude, you already heard John say he want to fight Stipe, add another champion to his resume, and retire. Why can't he do that without a little hoe like you trying to tell him, no, you got to fight Tom Aspinall? Why the fuck he got to fight Tom Aspinall? All the shit he's done, he's already expressed interest that he wants to retire. He wants this specific matchup and retire. What's the problem with that? If he don't deserve that, then who does? But again, you don't like John Jones. You can't stand John Jones. Nope. He shouldn't have the right to retire on top like GSP and Khabib. He need to fight the toughest guys. He need to potentially get knocked the fuck out. Because again, that's all y'all want to see anyways. You want to see John Jones get knocked out. But again, with Ariel Helwani, it's like, John Jones, bruh, don't do no more interviews with Ariel Helwani. Don't let this little weasel, because I saw that y'all had words a while back. He trying to stir the pot with you and Francis Ngannou, trying to start shit, and you got on his ass. But bruh, he is who he is. You saw it with Dana White. You saw how he backdoored Dana White, how he pulled that bullshit, broke the news about Brock Lesnar and shit. knowing that the UFC didn't want him to do that. All the help that Dana White has gave him, and I know people gonna say, bro, he worked hard himself. Yes, you obviously he put in the work. Dana White didn't hold his hand into success, but you would be a damn fool if you act like Dana White didn't help this man along the way. And he backdoored Dana White, backstabbed Dana White. And he doing the same shit with John Jones. John almost out the door. You got new, hungry, young Tom Aspinall coming in the door. Ariel being a little bitch, sucking him off. Fuck John Jones, get out of here. Go fight him so you can get knocked out, and you can't do what my God GSP did and retire on top. Even though you gave me exclusive interviews, even though we probably considered each other friends, I'm gonna do all this shit, try to discredit you, try to embarrass you in the press conference, get mad that other people call you the GOAT. Ariel is one for the books, man, for real. But yeah, fuck Ariel Helwani. I'm out.